Gives a fuck about movies.
There's never been one like me. I'm something different.
A single thing that you can do. He's a god, he's a man, he's a ghost, he's a guru.
What is up, you guys? We are here. We are here for a Scream 6 special event, man. We have Max on Ghostface himself, man, and I'm super excited. Max Laferriere, man, it's about to be a great time. And about to get into some questions. Ghostface himself, he's done all the work in Scream 6, mainly from my understanding, all the stabbing, the gruesome kills. Man, I can't wait to get into this interview. I'm gonna waste no time and bring him on. I'm gonna dive in the chat quickly. So let's bring Max on and talk about some Scream 6, guys. What's up, Max?
Hello.
What's up, man? I'm honored to have you here, man. It's an honor just to have you on the stream, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh man, thank you so much for having me.
Definitely, I was looking forward to this, man. I actually just got done watching Scream 6, so I'm prepared. I'm like, hell yeah, man. It's gonna be cool.
There you go.
Definitely. Before we get started, I'm gonna dive into the chat. Say what's up there, everybody. We got Joseph saying, hey, I'm back, guys. What's up, Joseph? We got Sounded saying, hey, fam, let's get this stream started. What's up, Sounded? Xander. What's up, Xander? Got Russell saying, what's up, everyone? I smashed this like button like a brick before I came in this stream. What's up, man? What's up? We got Jason. Jason saying, what's up? What's up, Jason? Kim. Got a lot of supporters in here. They're ready, man. They're ready. Jalissa, everyone.
People around here. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a lot, man. This is cool. Jalissa saying, hey, everyone. She's excited. What's up, Jalissa? What's up? What else we got here? We got Brooke and Kirsten. What's up, Kirsten? What's up, Brooke? What is up, you guys? If you haven't, definitely stab the like button because it's going to be a great stream. And reminder, I know it's going to get clogged in the chat. Definitely, if you have a question you're itching to ask Max, definitely go to super chat route. I'm going to try my best to get to the questions for sure, you guys. I promise. For sure. It's going to be cool. We got Denisha in the chat. Million, what's up, man? What is up? Turbo, man. Blanket hello to everyone, man. Me and Max are about to get into this awesome stream. So, Max, I have to ask you, man. First, how you doing, man? You know, just chilling out the day, rocking out the day.
I've been good, man. I've been, working and working.
Definitely, man. Definitely. You seem like a busy guy. Man. I know that you actually just had your first horror convention.
I did.
How was it? Did you
amazing.
enjoy it?
The people at Spooky Empire were so welcoming, and the fans were great. It was a lot. Yeah. It was a lot of fun to meet the people and be at my first horror convention. It was scary. There was a lot of scary people out there. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I love going to horror conventions. I'm pretty much just all over when it comes to conventions. I've been to Spooky Empire, and it gets packed there for sure. It gets very packed. So
yeah.
Do you plan on doing any more in the future?
I think there's one planned in September and I think another one in November, but I'm not sure which one that is. Like if you see my social, like my Instagram, you'll know ones.
Hell yeah, man. Sounds good. I would love to meet you, man. Get you to sign one of my Ghostface mask or a poster, man, for sure.
Anytime.
Definitely. Okay, so to get into you, man, how did you get into acting and stunt work? How did you get into all of that?
Well, I started acting when I was really, really young, doing some theater for school, that kind of.
Yeah.
And then I stopped from like about 15 till I was about 23.
Yeah.
Just because school and stuff, and
yeah,
I was planning on doing other things, and then at 23, I actually decided to follow in my sister's footsteps because she's an actress as well. And I started by doing some extra work just to see what it was like, and I did it for a few months. Then got an agent, did a demo reel,
Yeah.
and then start taking a lot of classes, and mostly workshop around my city, which is Montreal. And through acting, I got into contact with the stunt community in Montreal.
Yeah.
And because of my my lifestyle, I was able to do some action stuff with them, and we were sort of speaking the same language, if you like.
Yeah.
And then I started doing stunts with them, and now I'm fortunate enough to do both.
Yeah, that's crazy. Doing acting work and stunt work. That's wild. I seen that on Instagram. You work out a lot and everything.
I try.
So, so I'm pretty sure that helps you with doing stunts and all of that.
I mean,
Sure.
it helps definitely, to stay limber and flexible, and
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. So what have you ever had like a risky stunt that you ever did? Like, could you think of one stunt that was like, wow, like that was some risky and you pulled it off in your career?
yeah, I mean, there was a few times that I got injured. It happened.
Wow.
There's a few other times that I was close to getting injured, but I didn't. It's part of the job.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was one when I was working on Mortal Instruments, which is a movie shot in Hamilton. I'm gonna say about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I had to do sort of a flat back on an air vent on a rooftop.
Yeah.
And the vent, while we were doing it take after take, the vent, it was aluminum, so it was becoming kind of spiky.
Yeah.
My back had to fall like right on there.
Wow.
So I had back pad on, but still, you gotta really aim.
Yeah.
And between the takes, the assistant coordinator came and was sort of putting it back into place, but still it was kind of like that, a little.
Yeah.
So that was kind of scary, because if you miss your shot, you get your back cut,
Yeah.
by metal.
Yeah, just hearing that sounds like, wow, I don't want to do that shit. Man, that's
But
crazy.
we make it work, and we do our best.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So I just heard how you got into acting and stunt work. How did you get the role of becoming the iconic Ghostface? How did you get that?
Okay. It started with the stunt coordinator who called me directly.
Yeah.
Stunt coordinator Alex Kedzier, who called me, and because I work with him often, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to come for a rehearsal?"
Yeah.
For a movie. I didn't even know which movie it was. I was like, it's a job. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I come for the rehearsal, and then he tells us his first scream, and even then I didn't realize, the big deal. It was just work,
Yeah.
So we do a choreography, which was Gail's fight. So we come up with that fight before we shoot, and 2 days in, the directors come, and Matt and Tyler, and they, I had the mask on, and
Yeah.
so I was playing Ghostface for that, but nothing was set in stone. It was just Max is just portraying Ghostface for the rehearsal, but nothing was set. And then I think they just liked the way that I was moving. They just like sort of the my style and the way I was doing my slashes and my going after her and stuff. Because they asked Alex if I wanted to do it. So Alex called me and he was like, "Hey, you want to be Ghostface?" And I was like,
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I didn't really realize it
Yeah.
that much. I was just sure. Yeah, it's work, no problem. And then I went to the costume fitting, and I sort of got a glimpse of what it was back, when I put on the cape and the hoodie and the and the mask itself. I was like, wow, okay, that's like that's iconic for sure.
Yeah.
And then again, still work as another movie. It's fine. But when I got to set for the first time, and I went to my trailer, but the costume was in there.
Wow.
So I had the boots, I had the pants, and I had a hoodie. And I was like, "Hey guys, is the costume coming in or something?" They go, "No, you're gonna get it when you're in the studio." I was like,
wow.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Like, well, okay, sure, but everything okay? They go, yeah. We can't have you wear the costume before, on the outside on your way to the studio.
Yeah.
Because a lot of fans could be just hanging and trying to take pictures, and it was a big secret that Scream was being shot. So I was only putting the costume on like inside the studio.
Yeah.
Like and then I had to take it off before going to lunch. I had to take it off after my day.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't go outside with it.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, okay, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Yeah.
And then I sort of realized how, legendary and iconic this character was.
Yeah, man.
It was. I was fortunate enough to do it. It was a blessing.
That's definitely iconic. And you just, a lot of the things you brought the Ghostface, we'll get more into that, made it more iconic. I think you made Ghostface more iconic, just the role of him, especially with some of the kills you did and the movements you brought to the character. We're going to get into that for sure. But Jalissa said, thanks Jalissa for the super chat, said, what are some of your favorite horror movies?
Oh God, that's a hard question. That's a really hard question. I remember I really liked, and it's going to sound super corny, I'm sorry, but I really liked I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, man, that's classic. Yeah,
right.
I love that.
Like the hook is the guy in the like you couldn't see his eyes. It was all like hidden, and he had a giant hook.
Yeah,
and to me, that's more terrifying than a knife.
Yeah,
or than magical powers, or then blades for fingers or anything. To me, it's like a hook. Like you get stuck. It's disgusting.
That's true. When you put it like that, just getting hooked is way worse than a knife. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there was even, I think, what's his name? Pfeiffer. Anyway, he gets killed by getting the hook under his jaw.
Yeah.
And hung on the wall, and you just sort of stuck there. Like can't speak or anything.
Yeah.
And that bitch stayed with me since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So that I remember watching the first Pet Sematary from the 80s.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, when the grandpa or the father, I can't remember, but he gets his tendon cut with a scalpel.
Yeah, yep.
Like that image get imprinted in everybody who watches that movie.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Pet Sematary is definitely one of those films that jacked me up. So, that scene when Gage cuts the ankle in when Zeld is in a bed.
Like you don't want to kneel in front of to check under your bed anymore. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because it's no.
Yeah, because it looked painful. And it's a little kid, man, just gets the little scalpel and just nicks him like
yeah. But I've always been like those movies scare me, right?
Yeah.
But I've always been a fan of like zombie films. Like I really like zombie movies. So all the George A. Romero's from back in the day, the remake of Dawn of the Dead was amazing in my mind. It was so great. Of course, there are better ones than others, but I really like Train to Busan. I don't know if you've seen that.
I love it. Yes, Train to Busan.
Like so intense, so good.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And of course, 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, it was like amazing. So I really like zombie flicks, even the corny ones. I love them.
Yeah, you gotta love zombie flicks, man.
Yeah.
That's, to me, it's like it's volumes to horror, and I feel like a zombie film is where it starts.
It's weird because I don't even see zombie films as horror. Yes, it's horrific, but I think it's more about a movie about survival of the apocalypse, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, it has like different aspects of it, but I don't see it as like a scary film. I just see it as like almost action packed.
Yeah.
Survival film, which I really like.
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, zombie films are definitely cool, and it's like survival.
Yeah, but anything that has to do with like clowns or dolls or demons and spirits, that's a no for me. Like I can't even watch it with a friend. Forget about it. I'll be thinking about it for the next 3 days. Like I see the guy behind you, like the clowns from outer space or something.
Yeah,
dude, I don't even know how you have that at your place, man. I'm like, I would freak out.
You guys, Ghostface is saying.
Ghostface is scared of clowns, man.
Oh man, you guys heard it here first. Yeah, man. Collecting and everything is definitely different. A lot of people ask me, "How do you sleep in there?" I just love horror, man.
Oh, did you sleep in that room for real?
Oh hell no! I couldn't
okay.
sleep in here. Yeah, my room's over. No, I couldn't sleep in here.
Like you close it, locked.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Thanks for the super chat, Jalissa. Also, our good friend Brooks and Max. What scenes did you play? You play Ghostface. Like, what scene did you play Ghostface?
I played all of them except 2. No,
Yeah.
except 1. Sorry. The first kill was another stun guy who did that. His name is Metzger. He because they wanted a different body type for the first kill. Samara in the alley.
Yeah.
Because that killer is not like one of the Ghostface in the film, right? He's just like a copycat. So they wanted a different body shape for that guy. So they they had it with another stuntman, brilliant and amazing stuntman. And then remember the scene where we're 2, when we kill Mason?
Yeah.
We kill Mason.
Yeah.
That's me and Matsu in it. So both of us are in that.
Yeah. See, now that leads to another question I have. I'm glad you brought that up. So, man, when I seen Scream 6 in theaters or whatever, and by far one of the best scenes in the film for me, when you get both Ghostface doing a knife swipe, like it was crazy. I need 2 questions. So, did you guys have to do a countdown or something in your head? Because you both were looking straight. I would have fucked up. Like, okay,
it almost looks CG. It almost looks like they took me and like duplicated me in this one.
Yeah.
No, it's actually Matsuura and I were really synced on that one, and they really wanted it to be as close to like at the same time as possible. So Matt and Tyler, gave us the permission to speak to each other, on set.
Yeah.
So after we killed Mason, we go, and 3, 2, 1, swipe. And we were saying this as we were doing this. So that way, in the 3, 2, 1, we can turn to the girls.
Yeah.
Who just witnessed us killing Mason. And so 3, 2, 1, swipe. And then we did it exactly at the same time that way. But yeah, there was a countdown. Like we countdowned together for it.
Wow, that's crazy. Because when you look at it, it's like on point. Like just looking at that. So which Ghostface now just thinking about it, which Ghostface were you?
You can't tell.
Were you the one on the right?
Yeah. I was the one on the right.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the camera, so I was on Mason's left, but on the camera right. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Man, that was a crazy scene. I had to ask you that. Like, how the hell did they? That's cool, man. That is cool. Fun. That is cool. So another thing, when you're in that costume, because everyone's been Ghostface for Halloween as as a costume. Now, how does it feel being in that? Like the robe and man, it used to feel hot when I was.
It's hot.
Yeah,
it's hot. Whatever you're feeling when you put it on for Halloween, it's the same thing. Like it's Halloween costume, right? So it's like I don't know even the material, but it's synthetic. It feels like polyester or something.
Yeah.
Maybe polyester and cotton. I don't know. And so I have a t-shirt on. I have my jeans, my boots, the robe, the gloves, and the mask. Plus the hoodie that's like Velcroed at the top. So the mask itself is hot because there's no air. There's not a lot of air. Like, you can't really breathe super well in it.
Yeah.
All there is like a little slit at the top of the mouth, just on the other than that, it's all plastic. So you can't really breathe through that. So it is hot. It gets hot.
Yeah,
but
man,
it's really not that bad. Like I've had costumes on set, man, that were way worse than that.
Really?
Yeah, man. It was not the hardest, costume to put on or the heaviest thing or the most uncomfortable thing. It was a robe. It's not bad.
So you did a lot of movement in a lot of these scenes, especially with the Gale chasing, which we will get into. Man, like so it's not hard to move around in this drapey robe,
I mean, you get stuck in it sometimes.
Yeah.
When I stabbed the windowsill, I put my knife down like on the windowsill before I play with the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
We had to redo that take like at least 8 times.
Wow.
Every time I wanted to stab the windowsill, the little, piece of cloth that's under my arms.
Yeah.
I was raising my arm and then it would get under the knife, and then as soon as I stabbed, I would get stuck in the windowsill.
Oh,
so I would stab and then just sort of, being
bloopers.
I got stuck on the windowsill going like, son of a sorry, and then take it out, do it again. So it was really hard not to stab it, actually.
Wow.
So at the end there was a bunch of little holes in the
Mhm.
in the sleeve because
Yeah, that's crazy.
but it was not that bad really. Like we had two robes. There was one that was a bit shorter for when I'm running or climbing stairs or something
Hmm.
because I didn't want to step on it. And then it would rip or
Yeah,
happen. And then there was another robe that was a bit longer for the shots that was just acting, right?
yeah.
So we had two of those. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool, man. That's funny though. Just I'll probably never look at that scene again. I'm like, hey, bro, Max had trouble in that scene. And
Oh yeah, dude.
he's stabbing a damn the
Dude.
drape.
And I think I only got it right in the last two takes or something.
Yeah.
So the one that you see, like, there's a couple of holes in the sleeves.
Wow. He said for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. Kim said, Max, what was your favorite scene that you were in Scream 6? What's up, Kim?
What's up, Kim? What scene was my favorite? I mean, it depends. I really like the action-packed scene, like in Gail's apartment, because it's elaborate and there's a lot of action and it was a lot of work. And plus, you're with Courtney Cox, so legend.
Yeah.
But the bodega scene is, I think, my favorite.
Wow.
The bodega scene in the apartment are probably my favorite. Like when I just before I killed Devin.
Yeah.
On the ladder, I really like those two scenes. Yeah,
man. So look, the bodega scene is my favorite for sure. Either for Ghostface, it's definitely the bodega scene, but I love Sam's scene at the end too, and she takes out Bailey. But look, one thing I have to say, and it might sound crazy. I'm a YouTuber. We react to trailers and all of that. When I first seen the trailer, first off, it was crazy seeing Ghostface with a damn shotgun.
I know.
It was so many thoughts in our head, as fans, like, bro, so who is this? This is someone from the Army or the Navy. Look how he moves. It's crazy. Like, we were just taking all these crazy guesses, and it was something that stood out to me where it's, you're in the bodega scene, and it's like, I know now that you tucked and rolled, you did a little tuck and roll, like, on some Matrix shit and just get up out of there. But man, no lie, it looks like you disappeared. Like, like Houdini, and you're out. I'm like, bro, what the hell? Like, I literally stopped this frame so many times just trying to figure out, did he drop on his stomach? Like, come on, the Ghostface is not like that in this. He's dropping and rolling on some ops, black ops. So how was that? How would you explain that scene when you do that?
Oh, it's a skill. You just disappear. It's something that you learn in acting school. You go, and you disappear.
Yeah.
No, it's basically like, I don't know if you remember. It's hidden, but in the bodega, there's like a fruit and vegetable sort of cart.
Yeah.
So when the shotgun gets fired, like, I turn around just before he takes his shot because the bodega clerk says, "Get out."
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
And I turn around, and as soon as I see a shotgun, I duck. Right. I get out of the line of sight, and that's when he shot.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they cut it in a way that it looks extremely fast.
Yeah.
But I just ducked, went behind like that little counter or cart,
mm-hmm.
and then as the bodega clerk goes, looks around with his shotgun,
mm-hmm.
and the girls are asking for the keys, and then he looks down and then he throws the keys, and then he looks back, and there I am, right?
Yeah.
So I went around that little cart to go grab him after that.
Wow, because that was so like smooth. I'm like, damn, that's crazy, man. It's Ghost. People were actually saying that Ghostface was supernatural. I'm like, nah, I won't say that.
I heard about that too.
They're like, oh shit, Ghostface is supernatural in this. Nah, I won't say that. I just think it was clean, man. But getting into that scene, how was it filming the bodega scene? You did a lot of crazy stuff. You got the shotgun, and you do like some Jet Li shit to the store clerk. You just take him down. Like, how was that, man?
It was great, man. It was the last scene that we shot for the whole film. So I know it's the early scene, as in the movie, but it was one of the last scene that we shot.
Wow.
And the store clerk and the guy that I stabbed at the beginning, and they're all buddies. They're all stunt people from Montreal. So
yeah,
they're people that I know really well.
Yeah.
So it was going to work with your friends, So it was it was a lot of fun, and very professional, and of course Matt and Tyler were great. You know, they're
Mhm.
the two directors. They really know their stuff, and so yeah, we had a lot of laughs, and you know, because it was the last scene that we shot, we knew everybody, so everybody
Yeah.
they're used to work together, and you know,
Mhm.
same with the actresses that were there. It's like we know each other by that point.
Yeah.
So it was very very chill and still professional, but very it was just a normal day at work, you know.
Yeah.
And of
Yeah.
course, it was the last scene, so we all try to bring our A game and you know do it as best as we can. And
Yeah.
yeah,
It
it turned out
it
great.
it looked like, you know, you guys were almost like family on set. It's been like on social media. A lot of the goofy pictures with like you. I saw something with you and Jenna Ortega out there. I actually got this picture once. You know, I'm gonna pull it up. I want to ask you a question
Yeah,
with you and Hayden. I
yeah,
got off of Instagram, which is very cool.
yeah.
So, how was it, you know, meeting Hayden and you know just working with Kirby Reed?
I didn't get to work with her a lot. Like
Yeah.
we did. I think we only had 2 days together,
Wow.
3 days
Yeah.
in the theater in that shrine. The rest of the time, all our scenes were with the girls or you know at the police station. So
Mhm.
we didn't work together a lot. Although you know we of course we met. We shook.
Yeah.
We said, "Hey, how you doing? I'll be Ghostface." I was like, "Oh, cool." I'm like, "Oh, great, awesome."
Yeah.
And then the picture you showed was between two takes. We were, like the directors were just telling us about the scene and you know
Yeah.
the shots they wanted to do and stuff. And I was just standing. You know, we were chatting a little bit, and then Matt, the director, he took that
Mhm.
picture and he sent it to me. So you know, it's for the 2 days. It was great. Like she's a very nice person, very
Yeah.
professional, super talented. You know, she's been doing this for a while, and yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah.
Definitely, man. That's cool, man. That's cool to hear because, man, it just you've worked with so many great names in this. You
Mhm.
know, Jenna Ortega, Melissa Barrera. Man, it's crazy. Mason Gooden.
Yeah.
Like
Great.
so, how was it? You know, working with Jenna Ortega, like a big name like Jenna Ortega and Melissa
Um,
Barrera.
Again, it was great. Same as
Mhm.
Hayden. You know, she's very pro, knows her stuff, super talented. But not gonna lie, I didn't really know who she was. Like
Wow.
because back then Wednesday
Mhm.
didn't come out yet.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we
Makes
talked
sense.
about it a little bit because you know
Yeah.
the subject came up, but
Mhm.
it didn't come out. So she was not. I don't think in my mind, I don't think she was a superstar she is today.
Yeah.
Um, but she was super nice, she was super talented, and we had a lot of fun. We were kidding around a lot on
Mhm.
set and playing
Yeah.
around. And you know, I think there's even like a blooper or something when we were playing patty cake between two scenes.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, her and Melissa were like actual sisters on set.
Yeah.
It was really
Yeah.
great to watch, like because they really had a good understanding of who they were, and they had a great relationship together.
Yeah.
Um, so it felt like they were actually sisters,
Yeah.
like
It
even off screen, you know.
yeah.
It was great to witness that, and then you know I was lucky enough to be around everybody, all the actors,
Mhm.
so we chatted and shared stories, and you know had a really good time all together.
Definitely. It looks like you guys had fun. I actually got this picture too with
Yeah.
I'm like, I seen this. I'm like, bro, it looks like they're having fun. Like, you know, it's super cool, man.
Yeah,
J-
that might be. I'm pretty sure that's me. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
90% sure that's me, but there is a 10% chance that that's Jack Champion because
Wow.
he put the costume once
Uh-huh.
in the apartment.
Yeah.
Remember when we see Quinn getting killed,
Yeah.
that's Jack in it. It's the only
What?
time he put the mask on. Well, other than the reveal, of course. But yeah, he really wanted to do that on himself because it is a fake moment, you know.
Yeah.
So that Jack the champion put the mask on for the scene where he fake kills Quinn, and we see it on from Josh's window.
Wow,
So that
that's
might be
crazy.
him, but I'm gonna say 90-10.
Wow, that's crazy, man, because that I definitely learned something new. You know, pretty much I didn't think Jack had it on that much, only like at with the reveal, but
Yeah, he only had it that one time. He really wanted to try it on,
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's kind of fun because he's with his sister in the story,
Yeah.
and it's a fake kill,
Yeah.
right? So it creates another depth to the character and to him actually
Mm-hmm.
doing the fake kill,
Yeah.
because he doesn't move like I move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
sort of a small, maybe subconscious difference to the viewer.
Yeah. I see what you mean. That's
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That's cool. And we got my guy Sounded here saying, if you were asked to don the mask and robe again, would you?
If I would be asked to wear it again and do it again,
Yeah.
dude, tomorrow morning, of course,
Wow.
I would do it in a heartbeat. Like, it was
Definitely.
so great to work with all these people and to be able to work, to put the mask on, and it's been a real honor. So I would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and man, I'm gonna just say this: when it comes to Ghostface, you got Lee Waddell out there, and other people, from my understanding, that did the Ghostface movements and stuff like this. But man, what you did was crazy. Like, just watching you on screen, and it actually, look, I've never been scared of Ghostface. I always thought Ghostface was kind of like, a goofy killer. Like,
Yeah.
not goofy, but he will kill you for sure. Like, but with yours, it felt more serious. The stuff that you did, I'm like, I would be scared of that Ghostface. Like, if he called me up, I'm ducking. Like, I'm ducking because, bro, shotgun. And something else I want to touch on, that with this one of your favorite scenes from what you're saying with Gail and you in this fight scene, we get this scene with you fucking hovering over a couch.
Yeah.
Like, and I actually paid attention today, real close, because I had to ask you this, and I see that you planted like a foot on like the high part of the couch when you jumped.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know you do stunt work and things like that, and you're a pro at what you do, but man, were you like afraid that you were in this big ass robe that you were going to bite the dust or anything?
Not
Like,
really. I mean, there is some risks, to the
yeah,
job, sure. But we try to minimize it as much as possible and make it look real without it being real. That's the magic of movie making.
yeah,
So
yeah,
the idea is to not hurt ourselves, of course, because we
yeah,
want to be working. So it's funny, if you look at the movie and you pause the beginning of that scene,
yeah.
you'll actually see me run with the robe in my hand a little bit, like a princess, like running with the robe in your hand, just a little bit, because I had to hold it up for that first step on the couch,
Yeah.
so that I wouldn't step on it.
Yeah.
So I was running, and the crew was fun. I think they were laughing because at the beginning I have to lift up my skirt.
Yeah.
I have to hold it up.
Yeah.
So I think you kind of see it a little bit. Maybe it depends how they cut it. But those first few steps, like, maybe you can see me holding up my skirt so I don't step on it.
Hey, that's funny as hell, man. I'm not gonna be able to look at that scene the same again. Just knowing that you're holding the robe up, running and shit. Man, I gotta check that out, man.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's that scene, with Courtney Cox and you, man, it was brutal.
Yeah.
So how was it working with Courtney? Just
Oh, it was a blast.
Yeah, her being who she is.
Yeah, a blast. It was, she came over. She was very professional. She really knew her stuff. She's producer on it, so of course she knows.
Yeah.
That's her and I just chatting it up between two scenes.
Definitely super cool.
Yeah. But yeah, she came in for the rehearsal because we had the choreography set up already, and then she came in for the rehearsal, and she was very determined. She's like, all right, guys, let's go, let's do it. Da-da-da.
Yeah.
She did most of it. Like, she had a stunt double, Maria, who is amazing at her job. But Courtney did the majority of the fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
Her
is
stunt double
crazy.
did the throw on the glass table, and I think a little bit more. But Courtney did most of the fight herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. She's very pro, very dedicated, a nice lady. We chatted a little bit, and yeah, she's She's amazing. And of
Yeah.
course, it's funny because I don't get starstruck in
Yeah.
life, right?
Yeah.
I've worked with a bunch of stars in my life, and
Mm-hmm.
to me, it's a day at work, right? It's a day, it's a day on the job.
Yeah.
But when I saw Courtney, I was a little bit starstruck.
Yeah.
Just because,
Courtney Cox.
I've watched Friends my whole life,
Mm-hmm.
and I was, to me, it was, it's
Yeah.
like,
Monica. Yeah.
so
That's-
it lasted like 30 seconds when
Yeah.
I saw her. I was like, oh, so nice to meet you, big fan,
Yeah.
and stuff. And she was like, cool, thank you. I was like, okay, good. And now we're back to work.
Wow, man.
I was a bit starstruck, not gonna lie.
That's crazy. Yeah, I would have been too, man. Courtney Cox. That's a legend right there. That's crazy. But you got to be in a scene with her and damn near kill her, damn near knock her off, man. So it's like you're gonna always remember that. That's cool.
Yeah. We
Um,
spent that scene was 4 or 5 nights
wow.
in a Montreal apartment. It was a beautiful apartment on the penthouse downtown.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was so fun. There was a lot of action in it. It was very, very sweaty. There's a lot very breathing very heavily.
Yeah.
There's that mask, not gonna lie.
Running a lot. So just being in that scene, what do you remember? Just being in that robe and like on the other side of the door and all that crazy stuff. If you could tell me right now what you remember most of that scene, what do you remember most? Like the feel, like just feeling it physically, like you said, breathing and
The heavy breathing,
the heavy breathing,
the sweating.
Yeah.
I remember the sweating. Yeah, it was hot under there, man. Because we shot it in, I think, mid-July.
Yeah.
So it was about, in Fahrenheit, I think it's about 90 degrees already.
Yeah.
And the robe and the mask and the fight choreography, it takes a lot out of you.
Mm-hmm.
And her too. Like we were out for sure. And I remember that it was a night shoot, so we were all super tired. Like night shoots, they take a lot out of you.
I can imagine.
You wake up at like 2 p.m, you go to work at around 4 or 5, and then you work until like 4 or 5 in the morning. Damn. And then you go to bed, but you can't really sleep well because it's you're on a weird schedule.
Wow.
And then so like I don't know, on and off 10 noon, maybe a little more than that.
Yeah.
Starts all over again. So it's night shoots are weird.
Yeah. So okay, so you guys obviously, from what you're saying, did a lot of night shoots. So you're obviously, it's like you're saying, it's weird, man. So you're shooting these scenes at what, 2 a.m. and all this?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. It's because let's say a 2-minute scene might take like 3 days to shoot, 4 days to shoot, let's say.
Yeah.
It depends on the scene, of course. It depends. There's a lot of action. It depends what's being said, the complicity, like if it's complicated or not.
Yeah.
But so we got to to do all the shots. It has to be dark out.
Yeah.
So as soon as it's it's starting to be dark. Okay, guys, rehearsal, like setting up the lights and everything, and then as soon as it's dark enough, all right, we're shooting.
Yeah.
And those shots, of course you do. I don't know. It depends, but on average, you're gonna do like 5 takes per shot.
Yeah.
And switch camera, 5 takes. Switch camera sides, 5 takes. Okay, let's do that bit of the scene. 3 page. That. So it takes a long time to shoot a movie. So it's a couple of night shoots for sure when you want to shoot at night.
Yeah, because if you think about it, a lot of the film was definitely at night in Scream 6.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, a lot of it took place on like sound stages. The film.
Yeah, there was we did. I think I'm gonna just on top of my head here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I think about 2/3 were shot in studio, like on the sound stage, and about 1/3 was on location. So outside the street for real, or in the apartments and stuff. Yeah. But I think I'm gonna say about 2/3 were in studio.
That's crazy, you know. And the thing is, you know, some people probably actually think this was filmed in New York City because they definitely captured that look.
I
And
know.
no, yeah, it's in Montreal, and Montreal, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. I guess it looks like New York. I've never been there.
Oh, you should come. It's great.
Definitely, man. I'll definitely love to come check out Canada, man, for sure. But yeah, it looks so much like New York, especially in that opening scene with Samara Weaving. I'm like, oh shit, when it kicks up in the theaters, I'm like, you know, in the back of my head, I know this is Canada, but it's like,
Yeah.
damn, it looks like New York City.
Yeah, it has the same vibe. Like Montreal and
Yeah.
New York got the same sort of East Coast architecture, you
Mhm.
know, kind of the same climate. New York is a little bit warmer because it's a little more south.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's similar, you know. New
Yeah.
York is a bit smaller than Montreal is, I believe.
Mhm.
But there's a lot. The density of people is a lot more.
Yeah.
But I love New York, man. Whenever I go, I love this place. You know.
Yeah, man. I've been to New York once, actually, like a couple of years ago, and it's cool, man. It's very different, you
Yeah.
know. I live over in Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, so yeah, it's different. It's
Different.
different. Yeah, so I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Jason saying, was everybody really scared when you started chasing him in the movie?
You're asking if the actors were scared?
Yeah, that's what he's asked.
I was trying to scare them for sure.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's funny because you know I'm the type of guy that if the character needs to try and kill you or run after you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and get to you.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna try and grab you
Yeah.
because that's what the character does.
Yeah.
And of course, let's say I'm too fast or something, I'll slow it down, but I'll still make it look as if I want to get to you, right?
Yeah.
So the scene where just before I fight with Mason, you know,
Yeah.
when he throws that popcorn machine down and stuff in the
Mhm.
hallway, I'm really trying to get to them. And
Yeah.
I tossed like a camera at my face. Like
Yeah.
they're throwing that camera. It was rubber, but it's still, you know, they go like, oh shit,
Yeah. Yeah.
really fast. But it's I don't think they were scared, but the intensity was really high.
Wow. So I know it sounds crazy. So you're saying that the camera was rubber, that big ass camera.
Yeah, it's fake.
Wow. See, man, that's Hollywood magic.
Dude, if I got the real camera thrown at my face,
Yeah.
I would do it only once because
Yeah. I would have thought it was like CGI or some shit. Because from my understanding, you guys CGI the knife also. A lot of people.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So, the CGI and the knife is just crazy to me because you know you're seeing a lot of these scenes. You stab the guy in a bodega. It looks like it's really like a fucking knife.
I know.
That's crazy.
So I have a hand, like the way we shot it is we had a handle,
Yeah.
but there was a blade that was removed, right? So
Yeah.
there was 4 knives that we were using.
Mhm.
Four. One was just a handle with like on the other side there were dots, like green dots on the other side of the handle to put the
Mhm.
knife. There was another one with a knife with a very small blade.
Yeah.
The blade was cut. So that, let's say, you know, the knife had to be here, but you had to see it a little bit. We
Yeah.
had that one.
Oh, that makes sense.
There was a rubber knife
Yeah.
that we would use, like a full knife, but rubber. So, you know, that I would use to swipe around people, or, you know, if I was trying to kill them and I couldn't get to them.
Yeah.
And then for the shots that I didn't swipe at anybody, we had a real knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't sharp or anything, but we still had a real knife. So when I stabbed the windowsill, that's a real knife, you know.
Mhm.
Because it had to stab, you know, it had to sort of stick.
So that scene, okay, with Gail's on the floor, which I love that scene. You're like just trying to get her legs, like you're just stabbing the floor. That's a real knife, right?
No, that's a rubber knife.
What the hell? The sound sounds so real. It's like ding ding.
I know.
Like
Well, they put the sound afterwards, you know. It's all made in post production. Because let's say I go for it and I'm, you know, in the choreography, she's backing away or something, but then in the movement, I'm like 3/4 in, and then she goes, "Oh wait," or, you know, the foot is away, or let's say I stab a little too far or something.
Yeah.
We can't take the risk of me actually stabbing her foot.
Yeah.
You know, so we always use rubber whenever we can.
Yeah, because that's crazy. Like just thinking about that scene when you're like stabbing the floor, it looks so like solid. Like it's not even bending. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
that's Hollywood magic, man.
That's Hollywood, man. That's
God
movie.
damn. Yeah, that's crazy.
As
Russell.
long as you believe it, that's the important part, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Russ was cracking up in the chat saying, "Sorry, I can't stop laughing about that couch part." He definitely flew over the couch like Batman. Yeah, man, that scene was crazy.
Yeah.
Like just seeing Ghostface do a lot of the stuff he did was new in this. Coming from Ghostface you had that were in like '96 that were kind of just, I love Scream, the original, but this Ghostface right here, man, like I said once again, was scary as hell. A
Yeah.
lot of the stuff he did.
I respect all the other, stunt people and actors that put on the mask, man. It's not an easy job, and
Yeah.
everybody brought their own sort of style and natural instinct to it.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta give shout out to the OG,
Yeah.
Lee Waddell.
Yeah.
He was tremendous
Yeah.
in his part, and all of the others as well. But I watched the first Scream and I was scared.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. And he brought his own stuff, just like the others did as well, and I hope I did too. So
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, you definitely did a great job.
oh, thank you.
I feel like you're like okay, so you're familiar with the new Halloween trilogy, right? That just came out.
I mean, I heard of it. I didn't see it, but I heard of it.
So we have a new portrayal of Michael Myers named James Hugh Courtney. I feel like you're that for Scream right now.
Okay.
Like the brutal. Like I feel like the other Ghostface were definitely brutal, but you brought some brutalness to it. You brought the different thing that we needed. I feel like, in my opinion, for sure.
Well, I'm glad.
Definitely.
People like it.
Definitely, man. So something else that I want to ask you was that the train, the station and everything, get on the train. So that was on a soundstage too, also,
Yeah.
right? What the hell, man?
They built everything for the train. The station, the stairs, the train itself. The train was even on tracks. They were moving the trains down tracks for it to arrive at the station.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And of course, like 100 extras and the crew and everything. It was a big week of shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was awesome. Like the guys who build the soundstage, they're artists for sure.
Definitely. That because just thinking about that, what you just said, they actually moved it back and forth like the cart. That is crazy because I'm damn well convinced, you get that scene with Mindy on the train and Ethan and everything. It looks like the train is actually doing its job and it's moving and shit. So
yeah, they were actually moving it like it was on tracks. That was amazing. It's so well done.
Yeah, that's crazy. I actually seen some behind the scenes also with the ladder scene with you and Annika, and that's when you just sit there and think about it. I know it was actually up in buildings, right? And they had like stuff under you guys. I want to say
it was shot in two parts. So we started with the actual stunt, which is we were in Montreal in buildings that looked, the way they wanted it to look.
Yeah.
The stunt double for Devin, who plays Annika.
Yeah.
She was on a ladder and a descender, we call it, so like a wires.
Yeah.
She actually had to jump off the ladder, fall off the ladder.
Yeah.
So she actually fell 50 feet, right?
What the?
But that's the job of a stunt person.
Yeah.
So the stunt double does it, and then the actors, do their acting around it. So we started with that, with the actual stunt. And then a couple of weeks later, we went in the soundstage, and they rebuilt sort of the inside of the building.
Yeah.
And, the actors were sort of, we put a ladder on it, and the actors were crossing and acting.
Yeah.
And when Annika actually jumps off or gets thrown off, she fell maybe 3 feet on big stunt mattresses.
Yeah,
so
I've seen that.
There was no it was very cozy.
Yeah. Yeah, because that scene, seeing a trailer, not even in the film, when I seen a trailer and you see Ghostface, he's at the back of the ladder and he does a little, I'm like, oh, shit, this is fucked right here. So I know you had fun doing that little job, just doing that kind of.
He's a little more brutal, and Devin is a very small lady, right? She's maybe, I don't know, 100 pounds. she's not. She's lightweight. So when I
Yeah.
was like doing this, it was kind of cool because you see her like leave, like get thrown off the ladder a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and then doing the tipping,
Mm-hmm.
the ladder would twist a little bit off her weight and me tipping, and then
Yeah.
because I tipped a little more, and then the ladder sort of throws her off a little bit like a
Wow.
slingshot. So it was
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun, and she's a trooper, man. She
Yeah.
she rode that ladder like a trooper.
Because her death, bro, was crazy.
Yeah.
Like when you just stick the knife in her stomach and you just put that little twist. I'm like, what the heck? Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, scream! I remember we shot that scene before the ladder,
Mm-hmm.
and so I lift her up, by the throat, push her against the bookshelf, and then the stab. We do close-ups of the stab and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and then her scream made everybody sort of, chill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it was so genuine. It felt real.
Mm-hmm.
I even asked her, like, "Are you okay?" Like through the message. Yeah. Are you okay? She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." Like, okay, good. She was really, really good at that. Like it was brutal. Like her scream made all of us freeze.
Yeah, I know it probably felt like real. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It was really, really good. It was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that definitely helped with the situation, made it felt, more realer. So we have a younger supporter of the channel, Xander, asking you, Max, what's your favorite movie in a Scream franchise other than Scream 6?
Oh, that's a hard question. That's a very hard question. But I've been asked that question before, so I Scream. I gotta say Scream 1. I gotta say first, because it was brutal in its own sense, and it set the tone.
Yeah.
For all of the other Screams. It was I'm gonna say the first one. That first kill, man, with Drew Barrymore, it was like, whoa. When she gets hung from a tree with her insides falling out.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah.
If I had to choose, I would say Scream 1.
Yeah, you gotta go with the
in its whole, like as a whole thing. My favorite kill is the one with the garage door.
Tatum.
That's definitely my favorite one because he uses environment, and it's just she tries to get out. It's like he's been hit with bottles, and he's been in a fight, and he tries to leave, and he's like, you know what?
Yeah.
And it just stops, and the body goes limp, and
and then the power, the spark and everything. I agree.
Yeah,
it's definitely iconic. Got the wife in the chat saying so cool. She loves Scream 6. We went to go see it day one, man. She was like, wow, look, Ghostface is tripping in this.
No, thank you.
So definitely. So okay, at the end of the film, we see this scene where Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera, they're up against the other Ghostface. I know it might sound crazy, but it was a lot of chopped up shots. Like you'll see one Ghostface here, then you'll see another one. So how did you guys shoot that? I know Quinn and Jack wasn't really in those costumes.
You're talking
right
about
there
in the shrine?
Yeah, in the shrine. You guys started kind of popping out. Was that?
I mean, there was Matsur and me.
Yeah,
doing like the jumping off the stage and stuff. Trying to corner them.
Yeah,
fight, and the killing of Chad, and then when they go back in the theater, lock the door and stuff, and then Dermot shows up.
Yeah,
the whole standoff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's the reveal. When the reveal happened with it's the actors underneath, so it's Jack, Lydia, I think her name is, the one who plays Quinn.
Yeah.
So when they remove, it's them, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, when we had to jump off the stage and corner them and stuff.
Yeah.
It was Matthew and I. Like he was at the entrance, and I was on the stage jumping down.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like just seeing how that kind of merges together and it looks like no one was swapped out. That is wild. So, okay, we know Scream 6. Everyone wants to Scream 7. I just want to ask you, what do you think? Okay, if Scream 7 comes back, whatever happens with it, what route do you think it should take for you, in your opinion? What would you do, or what do you see happening next after how it ended off?
Dude, Scream in space.
Screaming space, man.
There's an association with Elon Musk, and we're
Yeah.
doing SpaceX,
Yeah.
but it'll be called ScreamX. Nah,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about a Scream 7. I have been contacted about a Scream 7.
Yeah.
If they were doing it, if they come back here, I would gladly go back to work with these people.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything at all. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. So to kind of touch on the ending again with Sam, she actually takes out Dermont. Was that actually Melissa? I know it wasn't. It couldn't have been Melissa Barrera when she's stabbing them all up on, in the end. What? That's really Melissa Barrera. Like,
Pretty sure I wasn't there that day. It's not me.
he said, it's not me. I don't know.
I didn't kill Dermot. And I don't think Matthew did either. Because if you look at the way Matthew and I move,
Yeah.
and the way that kill with Melissa, that last kill was done, we don't move that way.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's not him, it's not me. I think we talked a little bit, and he told me that he only did Samara, and then the scenes when we're both there.
Yeah.
Wow. I think that's her. I think that's Melissa.
What?
And it's not a very stunty scene to do. It's not a dangerous thing to do.
Yeah.
But she had the knife with the dots, the handle.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is that she would be stabbing him all over the place. So I think she did it, and she's an athletic, woman.
Yeah, because
I'm pretty sure that was her. It might have been her stunt double, but I'm pretty sure that was her.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy thinking about that, because when you see her just doing all the fast movements and shit, I'm like, nah. Oh, I'm sorry then. I underestimated her, man. That's crazy.
No, she's amazing, and she's very athletic. She's she did a lot of running herself. There was not a lot of stunt doubles that took their place. They were there, but most of them, they did it themselves.
Yeah, that's crazy, to think that, with Melissa Barrera. And so I know you kind of had a little bit more scenes with her, I want to say, what I remember. How was it, being in certain scenes with her, Melissa Barrera?
Yeah, same as the others. Everybody, all the actors were super pro.
Yeah.
Made everybody feel at home. They wanted to do the best that they could. Melissa is great because she suggests a lot of things, and she notices a lot of things. So when she was on set, sometimes she would go like, "Hey guys, wasn't this glass over here?" Or she notices some stuff. So like, "Oh, right, thank you." Or she suggests a lot of things as well, which is always appreciated. Because
that's cool.
With her character, you gotta know your stuff.
Yeah.
So, she was really, really great to work with. Really great.
Yeah, that's super cool to hear. And saying that you're a big fan of the original Scream, how was it, just being in that shrine, just seeing all of that, memorabilia and everything? That's crazy.
Man.
He said,
man. There was so much work because this shrine was all done before we got there.
Yeah.
All the drawings, all the accessories, all the costumes, like on mannequins and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people that put their thought into it, made it look so real.
Yeah.
It even felt like some of the props were actually from the movies. It's possible that the props were actually from the original movies. It's very possible.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to think so. I like to think that the props are actually the ones that they used in the films.
Yeah.
So you see all those accessories, and then we had fun just walking around and going like, "Oh wow, that's the knife that killed this guy. Oh, that's actually Stu's robe." And that's the t-shirt from Skeet, and that's the TV and this and that.
Yeah,
it was really, really cool. And seeing a lot of Sydney also, Naomi's character on it.
Yeah.
Kind of cool because it's the only one that she was not in.
Yeah.
But her presence was still there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was really, really fun and interesting to have on set.
That's super cool. Just seeing all of that, and just imagine just being in there. You had Stu Macher's robe,
Yeah,
all types of crazy. She even had the TV. I'm like, oh yeah, this is crazy.
I mean, he threw it at me. Like, I saw it close.
Yeah.
It was right next to me when he throws me down, and when we have that fight, Mason and I. So it was a lot of fun just to walk around. It was like a museum, we're just sort of walking around and looking at stuff and looking at the drawings and all the accessories and stuff, and it was great.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. It looked like a damn museum just seeing that.
Yeah.
And I just remember actually pausing the trailer. Just we all are trying to look and see what we can find in the glass and on the drawings and everything. It's like, holy shit, like so much detail.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna have to wrap up here soon. We got a few more questions. Kirsten saying, "Hey Max, what's your favorite Scream movie?"
Well, Scream 1,
the original.
6. I'm not gonna lie, my favorite is the 6.
Yeah, it gotta be the 6. It gotta be 6. Yeah,
but no, I like the original. The original is really cool.
Yeah, you gotta love the original, and to think just off the fact that you're a fan of the original, to think that in the future you were going to be Ghostface, that's crazy. I know you're thinking like that's crazy as hell, man.
That's great, man. But it's again, I didn't really think of it until later on.
Yeah. Just that's crazy how life works, man. You go from loving something, now you're in the final film, and to be honest, Scream 6 is my second favorite, man. It's done so well, and you guys actually, matter of fact, congratulations, you and Courtney Cox won a award for that scene.
We won the best fight scene.
Man, that is crazy. Well deserved.
I'm super happy. I did not expect that. It was great.
Yeah.
And
that's crazy. Just it definitely deserved it. Just remember watching that in the theaters, the whole chase sequence, and he swipes the knife and chases, and then that balcony when you're running, chasing on a balcony, how was that? Like, I know it's actually an apartment. I mean, wherever you said, and
it was part of the apartment on that, in Montreal. So the balcony, that whole running was at the same place. It was the balcony for that apartment.
Yeah.
In Montreal. So it was kind of part of that set. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So this is a little fun question. If you could play another horror villain in another horror film, who would you want to play? If you could play
a horror villain.
A villain.
Like it has to be horror.
A villain, horror villain.
No, because I got asked on another podcast about which villain I would do. I would be, and I grew up watching Michael Bay movies.
Oh yeah, Michael Bay.
So I'm gonna say horror movies is not always my go-to because I get scared really easily.
Yeah.
And but I grew up watching action films and Scorsese films, right?
Yeah.
So my favorite movie that I watched over and over again is The Rock. The Michael Bay movie.
The Rock, yeah.
About Alcatraz with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. If
I could play a villain, it would have to be someone like General Hummel in The Rock.
Yeah.
Played by Ed Harris, which was amazing.
Yeah.
He's not a villain. He's an anti-hero.
Yeah.
He has really specific goals, and he's so fed up that now he's taking people hostage and he wants his government to pay.
Yeah.
I really like sort of this kind of stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I could play, and he's so dedicated and very I loved him in that, in that film.
Yeah.
But if I had to play a horror villain, because I already played the masked villain, right? I already played Ghostface, so all those Michael Myers, all those stoic sort of villain with the mask, I already did it.
Yeah.
I think I would like to play Chucky,
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Chucky's a funny character, man. I
like a live
love
action
Chucky.
Chucky. I'm
Yeah.
a little too tall for that, but find a way, to make me look like a 2 feet doll. I would love to play Chucky
Yeah.
and just run after people like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we could find a way, that'd be great.
Yeah, he's fun, man. I feel like out of all like the slashers, Chucky, he's more like chill. I don't know why. He's more like the chill, laid back one. He's just crazy as hell. He's like the bad little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's that guy that you don't know if he's gonna explode or not at a party.
Yeah.
You're like, you got to walk on eggshells around him because he might be your best friend, and then you might flip.
He gets to tripping. Yeah.
You say,
I agree.
and then he's just gonna say to me.
Definitely. Kirsten saying that did you get to keep anything from the movie?
No, I all those roads like Paramount, right? So I couldn't keep anything. I got myself a little prop. Like there's a scene in the film where the psychologist, he's got all these little dolls in his office, and it's all the movie villains.
Yep.
And there was one of Ghostface.
Yeah.
I think I even posted it on Instagram. So when I finished the film, I bought it off of Amazon. It's company called Robots, I think. Something.
Yeah. Yep.
So I got it, and then I took a picture, I sent it to Matt, afterwards, and he thought I was so rad. So yeah, I just bought it for myself, basically.
Yeah, that's super cool.
So.
Yeah, that's super cool because I know, I know exactly what you're talking about in that scene. It almost looked like Funkos. They had like Leatherface, some of the Addams Family characters.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
So do you have anything coming up? Like anything, like any projects or things you want to plug in?
I mean, I can't really say because I signed a bunch of NDAs.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So I can't say exactly.
Yeah.
I work a lot in motion capture for video games.
Yeah.
So there's a few video games that are coming out that I'm part of. I just shot one last week at a company called Beyond Capture.
Yeah.
Can't say, what I do, what it is. But and there's also, I've been part of a game for years now, and that game is out, but there's always new stuff coming out. It's called from Ubisoft.
Oh yeah.
So I do a lot of characters for that, so a lot of fights, a lot of finish kills and emotes and stuff. So I'm part of that one as well. And for the rest, you'll just have to see.
Yeah, definitely. And something else that's eating me alive, I have to ask. I'm sorry, I know you had to.
No, it's all good.
Definitely. Appreciate it. So when I hear, in the scene, you hear Ghostface like grunting, and I know Roger's a part of this. You hear like, is that you, or is it Roger dubbing?
That emote that's like,
yeah.
It's, I mean, because of course I was grunting and I was, and I was like noise when I was stabbing and swiping that knife. It's possible that they kept some of it.
Yeah.
But it would make more sense if Roger dubbed me.
Yeah.
Because he's the voice, right? He's been the voice ever. He's the legend. So, normally when you do voice, you don't just do dialogue. You also do those grunts. Same thing for like, video games. You'll do those.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll do all that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure he did a whole bunch of those and then they put it over. However, the only time you hear him is through the phone.
Yeah.
Although, true. They do, when I kill the guy in his kitchen, the fake killer.
Yeah. Yep.
He says, "Who gives a fuck about movies?" Best line.
Yes.
Ever. Best
Love
line.
it.
My favorite line.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about movies? About him.
Yeah.
And So I said that, and then Roger dubbed me, but I had to say
Wow.
on set, right?
Yeah.
So he actually speaks in person as well, not just over the phone.
Uh-huh.
So in the story, what makes sense is that he has this little modulator like on him.
Yeah.
It's not just on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, if he has the modulator on, it means that Roger would have dubbed all those grunts,
Yeah.
possibly like syncing it with mine.
Yeah.
From the film itself,
Mm-hmm.
shooting itself. So that's what I'm thinking. But they could have put my noise on it, because a noise.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
really gonna tell the difference between Roger's and my
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but yeah.
That's super cool. That's cool, man. Jalissa saying, when I asked Max what are some of your favorite scary movies, I'm sad I missed the opportunity to say, when you say ask, what's your favorite scary movie instead? Hey, yeah, that would have been perfect. What's your favorite scary movie? Yeah, man.
I mean, again, but again, to me, it's not really a scary movie.
Yeah.
But Dawn of the Dead, the remake from 2004,
Yeah.
I think is one of my top. I have it like in my DVD collections, because yes, I do have DVDs still.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Dawn of the Dead, I think is one of my top scary movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And you guys, this is probably going to be the last question. I know Max has to head out. Kale's asking, what was your favorite film to be a part of?
Oof,
Out of your
hard.
That's a good question.
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
What was my favorite film to be a part of? I'm thinking about my resume right now. I'm like, wait a second. What was that? What have I been in?
I seen that you were in Terror Train, I want to say.
I was in Terror Train. I was the masked killer.
Yeah, that's super cool. Another masked killer. Yeah.
I'm getting I'm getting typecast. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I think honestly, Scream is top 3.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, Scream, man.
The experience was so cool, because the directors were nice, the crew was nice. Like, it was not one of those projects that you're like, I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
I was excited to go to work.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, Scream is definitely up there. I was also a part of X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Not the best movie in the world.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it was a lot of fun to shoot, for production, because it was there was so much. It was like millions and millions of dollars into production. So it was a lot. Yeah, not the best film ever, but a lot of fun to shoot. Because it's fun when the movie's a success, right? Like, it feels really good. You're like, yes, I was part of it. No.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really proud of the final thing, but it's out of your control. You're just there for the job, and then the best. Another one I was really like happy to be part of, because it was sort of my first stunt experience.
Yeah.
Is Immortals.
Yeah, Immortals.
2011. Again, not the best movie for some reason.
Yeah.
But it was my first experience as a stunt performer. And, we were like hundreds of people on set.
Yeah.
It was great. All fighting, with swords and, crashing and dying and, doing all these, so many days on set, and so many fight choreography, and stressful too, because you really want to perform well.
Yeah.
But yeah, a really, really good learning experience, and a really good, experience overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you? Okay, it's so many questions, man. I'm sorry, but
it's okay.
Definitely. All right, definitely. So Oh, seeing everything you did as Ghostface, man. Did you take any like martial arts or like MMA or anything? Cause holy shit, you know, you had to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a serial killer in real life, so that helped.
Yeah.
Um, Jeffrey Dahmer is based on my story. Um,
Yeah. Man.
no, that's not true. Okay, no, hey, that was acting. That was all action.
He's funny as hell, man.
No, yes, I've been doing martial arts since I was a kid. So
Wow.
I've been doing karate,
Yeah.
old school, since the 90s.
Yeah.
So I was 6 years old. I started the style called Shorin Ryu for
Yeah.
3 years, and then I got into the style that I'm still doing now, which called Kyokushin Karate,
Yeah.
and it's very comparable to Muay Thai
Yeah.
because there's lots of sparring, lots of leg kicks, a lot of knees and elbows and stuff like that. It's very practical.
Mhm. Yeah.
Very practical. So I've been doing karate for years, and then through the stunt world, I learned more martial arts. So I learned kickboxing and taekwondo,
Wow.
boxing and Muay Thai and stuff. But
Yeah.
not at a high level, just like a little bit for movies.
Yeah.
So through like the other stunt performers and other
Mhm.
people. So yeah, but I've been doing martial arts for years.
Man, that's super cool, man. That's super cool. Cause I had just seeing like this once again that bodega scene is what made me ask how you just broke him down and took the gun and shit. I'm like, what the hell, man? This
Yeah,
is
yeah. He's very
this
efficient in that scene.
yeah, this Ghostface is very calculated.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure. So I have to ask this for the Scream fans. Stu Macher, man. So what do you think
Oh,
of
the famous question.
yeah, I have to ask you this, man. So how do you feel about Stu Macher coming back? What do you think about his character returning? The emoji.
The emote.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, man. It's because the fans are divided, right? It's 50-50. 50 are like, yeah, he's dead. He got
Yeah.
in the face.
Yeah.
Can't really outlive that.
Yeah.
And the other half are like, we've never seen his body.
Yep.
So which one?
Yeah.
We don't know. But it's kind of cool because it gives the opportunity that maybe someday he'll come back.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe he'll be, the killer again one day. Maybe we'll see his tombstone. Maybe we'll see his rotten body in the creek. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could be anything,
Yeah.
It would be really cool, I think, for the franchise.
Yeah.
If
I
it
agree.
came back, I think it would be really cool. And the fans who are like on the 50 that they want him to come back, they'll be like, told
Yeah.
you. I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
The others are like, they're stretching it. It doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. They're pushing their luck. I would like it if he came back. Let's just say that. I think it would be really, really cool for the franchise.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. And
Yeah.
a lot, as a Scream fan, people were kind of saying it's the scene where you're over Gale and you have the knife. You like
Yeah.
over and everyone's like, oh my god, that's Stewie. That's how he kills. I'm like, oh yeah, now you're reaching. I mean, was that like intentional or is that something that kind of just happened, or did they tell you like, hey, Max?
No, they wanted that sort of famous shot of the because it's not just in Scream, right? It happens a lot when a killer has the knife just over it, tries to go, and then it's the famous block, and the knife really gets close to the face.
Yeah.
Not just in Scream, it happens a lot.
Yeah.
But such a cool shot.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So they really wanted that sort of final struggling moment.
Yeah.
I think it was because that's how Stu did it.
Yeah.
Just because it's a cool shot to do. It's
Yeah.
a really cool moment, and it's a very cool struggle, to see like Gail like fighting for her life, and she's been through 6 of those. Like
Yeah.
Poor Gail. She's been
Yeah.
going through a lot of ghost faces.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if it was intentional, but they really wanted that, final moment.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. That it was crazy that I thought Gail was a goner. I swear, man. Like I thought it was over in the theaters. I'm like, damn, first Dooley, now Gail, they done did it. They're just chopping off characters, man. They're gonna drop
And
off.
nobody's safe. You've seen Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Nobody's safe. You can kill
yeah,
the main character in episode 4. It doesn't matter. And that's what
yeah,
makes it, because you're always on the edge of your seat.
yeah. That is true. That's true.
You know?
And, another, thing was okay. So with Skeet Ulrich, and I'm going to make this the final question. Him just popping up in and out, Sam with this film. What did you think about that? Just him just being like in her mind and just playing in, Sam's mind and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like the idea. I mean,
Yeah,
because he's dead, but he's not dead for her,
yeah,
right? So story-wise, it makes sense. And it shows that she's not super stable as well, right?
yeah, yeah,
You Psychologist, and finally opening up to the psychologist. Yeah, it was my boyfriend, and I'm the one that killed him, and and the
yeah,
psychologist. Oh shit.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, this is crazy.
yeah,
So it shows that she's not fully in control of her mind,
yeah.
which is super interesting to me as a
Yeah,
viewer.
and, I'm more on the side of the fence where I like seeing, Melissa Barrera as a final girl or whatever you want to say. But man, when she gets in like that mode, when
Yeah.
she's like ghost faced or whatever, that shit is interesting.
At the end, she's debating too. She's like, should I keep the mask? Should I?
Yeah,
It's in her bag.
yeah,
She's like, I don't think she hated it. She hated the actual killing of Dermot. She's like,
yeah,
it felt good to get vengeance,
yeah,
I think. And then she's debating if she's keeping it or not,
yeah. That's very interesting, like because I never thought of it like that until you said like debating. Because when you see it and she's holding in her jacket. Yeah, that's debating, and she kind of just puts it on the ground and everything. It's almost like she was about to
Yeah.
decide, like, hey, I might just proceed with being Ghostface at this point.
That's it. Do I keep going? Because, the fact that those famous things or infamous or whatever, when people see a reflection of someone, they used to then that became bad.
Yeah.
And you scream at the reflection, like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
We've all seen that Spider-Man, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
leave me alone.
Yeah.
She didn't do that. She listens,
Yeah.
and she
Yeah.
takes it, and she looks at the bloody knife, and she's sort of,
Yeah.
it could be fun, man. Not fun,
Yeah.
It could. She could accept her destiny, as Skeet said.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought it was interesting. I thought it was very.
It is. I would love to see her kind of go towards that role a little more, but almost in like a hero, like dark final girl type. Kind of, you got your Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis's, and they're like strictly final girl. But where Melissa Barrera, it's like she's on both sides of the fence. She's gonna get in Ghostface mode and take you out at some point. Like she could defend herself for sure. And the moment she donned the mask and had the whole costume on, I'm like, damn, this is crazy.
Dude, what would be really interesting? And I know we're getting like not off the question right now, but this is just popped in my mind.
Definitely.
What would be really interesting is a story, as a viewer and as a story. Imagine that Melissa becomes Red Hood. Let me explain this. Okay. So you got Ghostface, which is a villain, and every single time someone puts on the mask, they get vengeance for what happened to their family or their friends, or it's always been related to something that happened before, and they seek vengeance.
Yeah.
In this idea, they're villains.
Yeah.
However, if you take the idea of Red Hood, which became an anti-hero, right? And now decides to take on the mantle and starts killing villains.
Yeah.
Back. start killing. Like, she still does the stabbing, she still does the scaring, she still does the voice, right, and the modulator, but she makes bad people pay for their crimes or something.
Yeah.
So she becomes a ghost face vigilante. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I see what yeah.
So, and then she, in this idea, she would sort of accept her destiny of being a killer.
Yeah.
Just like her dad was.
Mm-hmm.
And then because you saw that, she acted that really well. Like when she stabbed him and, looked into the knife, she kind of liked it.
Yeah.
It felt that there was some kind of pleasure in doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it felt right. So if she kept on the mask, or let's say she goes back and pick it up or whatever that we didn't see in the film, and becomes a ghost face that, decides to take vengeance on the villain and the Vile, like that would be a really cool story.
Yeah.
It changed on the stream, where Ghostface is not like a full horror villain anymore.
Yeah.
He or she becomes like a vigilante a little bit.
That would be so cool.
It would be so different. I would love that. Yeah.
Man, Scream 7, you guys need to take notes from Maximus.
Yeah.
God damn, I'm just hearing
Scream 7 in universe mix up with Batman. Let's bring in Batman.
He said let's bring in Batman. Bringing Batman to Scream.
Batman, Ninja Turtles, Mortal Kombat. Let's go, DC and Warner. Let's go.
Yeah, that's crazy. Brooke saying like Dexter in the chat. She's saying, yeah.
Less psychotic, because Dexter is like,
yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't be? But yeah, exactly. You take on the bad guys.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Our good friend Chunky Jordy saying, does Max know where the name Core 4 came from?
Well, I know it from the movie.
Yeah.
But they explained it in the film. So
yeah. That I'm right there with Max. I know it's like they came up with it in the movie.
Yeah, I mean it's the 4 that were there in Scream 5 that survived the ghost.
Yeah.
And now they're in the next adventure and is the 4 that remains.
Yeah, that's super.
That's the way I see it. But
man, thanks for the super chat, Chunky. But I'm over here thinking about that little theory that you just threw out, man. That's seriously, man. Like that. That would be crazy though. Like I think it will bring something different to Scream, and people wouldn't expect it, but it'll just be something new, like almost it flips type thing. Like that would be crazy.
I mean, and nobody take this as like legit or anything. Like this
is
just on top of my head when I was just nobody told me anything.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, it's a I don't know.
Yeah.
Thinking as the viewer, it would be so cool if something like that would happen,
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's super cool, man.
Her sister is trying to stop her because she knows.
Yeah.
Like Jenna goes, you can't be doing that anymore. Or she notices all the bloody knives, like, behind a wall, like, those military guys, you press a button and then it opens up all the guns. Well, she pressed all the masks.
Yeah.
All the masks everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that too, at a point that Melissa and Tara will bump heads. I thought that would be crazy. Almost like Sam gets converted over to like fully Ghostface, and now, Jenna's like the final girl and roles are flipped and
they fight each other.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
That'd be crazy.
That's good. I like that.
That twist will be crazy. My good friend Sir James saying, Max, do you guys have say so over the script, and does the studio allow you to have an opinion?
I mean, they always allow us to have an opinion. They might, act on it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's their decision, right? It's Paramount, it's the director, it's the producers. But as actors, we're very encouraged to bring ideas and bring opinions. Like it happens a lot when you're on set. It's like, hey, I was thinking of this thing. What do you think of this and this and that?
Yeah.
Sometimes they would go, let's try it. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
they would go, I don't think it's we don't want to go in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they would go like, no.
Yeah.
There's just,
Yeah.
sometimes
Like,
it's a no.
yeah.
Sometimes it's maybe, and sometimes it's try it out. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
But it's our job. It's part of our job to suggest things, That's why it's a collaborative, project. Like we do it all together, and we all make it together.
Definitely. Appreciate the super chat, Sir James. And I have to ask this because Sounded, man. So we had this whole thing on a stream. We had a stream, like speculation stream months ago. And Sounded, he's swearing up and down that the garage door was in the shrine. We have Max on the freaking stream. Max, man, you love the Tatum kill. Was the garage door in the damn shrine?
No, I don't think it was.
It wasn't in the shrine. Sounded.
You can't bring a whole garage door.
Hey, that's that whole stream we were cracking up because he's saying like legit the garage door is like hanging up.
I mean, if it was there, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I know because I remember walking through the shrine and seeing the drawing of the garage door and like what happened kind of thing, but it was all sketched, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they didn't bring the garage door. I don't think.
Just bring the whole damn
I'm
button.
I'm sorry that sounded scary. Yeah, I don't think they did. If they did, I didn't see it or I don't remember it. But
yeah.
I remember seeing the shrine, like this little podium with glass on top with like what happened.
Yeah.
But no garage door.
Yeah, just have the whole damn button, the little string.
Yeah, no, they didn't bring just the kitty door either.
Yeah.
The bottles, like the beer bottles that were like broken. I was like, no.
Yeah. Definitely. Man, for sure. That's crazy. But seriously, this is the last question I have for you, man. I'm gonna have to let you go and get you out of here. So when it came to you being Ghostface, did you add anything to the character? Like, just kind of put something like on movements and posture, like even if it's something small, the way you even tilt your head in certain scenes or anything that you brought.
I didn't think about it too much.
Yeah.
The one thing I rehearsed in practice was the head tilt, because with the mask itself, if you just do it naturally, it would look like I'm looking down a little bit, Yeah. So I remember practicing it with the mask, going to make it look, the way I want it to look. I need to make it feel a little unnatural. So I had to push my chin a little further up.
Yeah.
So I remember doing that. And then, when I found that movement, you repeat it a couple of times and then you can actually remember the movement. For the rest, like the fight scenes and, the way that I moved, I didn't think about it. I just did what would naturally come to me.
Yeah.
So, I think in the same way, like the other Ghostface brought their own thing. Like I just wanted to bring my own thing.
Yeah.
And, I respect all of their work and I think they were all amazing. But I didn't want to copy anybody. I just wanted to do my own thing. And that's how I move. Like those kills and the way I run. And, if I would be stabbing people as a Ghostface killer, that's how I would be stabbing people as a Ghostface killer.
Yeah.
That's how I hold the shotgun as if I was trying to be quiet and tactical, how I would do it. So yeah, I just wanted to give it justice, the character itself, but the rest I just felt I'm gonna do what feels right to me.
Definitely, because you definitely brought a lot of crazy things to Ghostface, and it is just crazy, man, the way you portrayed him in Scream 6. Kim saying, Max, we are all big Halloween and Michael Myers fans here too. Do you feel like they gave Ghostface a Michael Myers twist in 6 with the head tilt and the old cracked mask? That's a good question.
Oh, that is a good question.
Yeah.
I don't think they thought about Michael Myers doing the film, but I'm not in their heads. It's possible that it was part of the plan.
Yeah.
I think the idea that it was all broken down was that to make it, feel that it was the first mask.
Yeah.
It was Skeet's mask. So they make it look like it's because it's been 30 years, right? So
yeah.
So I think that was the only idea in my mind.
Yeah.
For and the twist, you mean the head tilt? Nobody asked for a head tilt.
Yeah.
Nobody said, "Hey Max, you got to do a head tilt here." That I came up with that just by watching, clips or just it's something that came naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And I do it, I think 3 times in the film. I do it at the beginning of the bodega.
Yeah, that was yeah.
And then I do it at Gail's apartment.
Yeah.
And I think I do it in the girl's apartment as well.
Yeah.
When I kill Devin, I do that. Or it's possible there's 2. When Josh is screaming at me after he saves, almost all the girls.
Yeah.
I think I do it to him too.
Super cool picture right here. I had to pull this up. I got off your Instagram, man. This is funny. Look at his face in the back, man.
That's Jason Cavalier. He played the bodega clerk.
Yeah, man. He's like, oh shit.
He's a really good friend of mine, and we just had a blast. And the guy getting killed, his name is Peter Seaborn.
Yeah,
he's an amazing stuntman.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, after he's like, hey man, let's take a picture real quick. I'm like, all
Yeah.
right. So I put the mask on, the cape on, and then we just did a couple of pose.
Yeah.
Jason and in selfie. That's just me taking the picture with my phone.
That's super cool, man. Look.
And Jason's face is so good.
Yeah, man. It's like, what the fuck? Then you got the lottery behind you. Jackpot, big win.
Yeah.
That's a real bodega, man.
We did a podcast like a couple of days, him and I together.
Mm-hmm.
He showed that picture, and I had to apologize to him because I didn't ask him.
Yeah.
Posting that. And he was like, no, that's so good, man. It's such a good picture. Oh, anyway, I love his face. So
yeah, super cool.
Yeah, it was great.
This is you also, right?
Yeah, that's me with Matt and Tyler.
Super cool.
Yeah, it was they're honestly the I'm gonna say one of the best directors I work with in my life.
Man, just from the sounds of them, it sounds like it's some experience on set working with them.
Oh, it was great. It was great.
Yeah.
They were so sweet and understanding.
Yeah.
And they're open if you want to try something. They're like, yeah, let's try it. See what happens, Very and they work really well together, know what they do, and they complete each other really well. So it was a blast to work with both.
Seems cool. I know this is you, right?
Yeah, I'm
taking a nap on. That's funny as hell. Just Ghostface laying down in costume.
It was between 2 takes, and that was in the apartment scene when I'm trying to slam through the door. When Jasmine is holding that dresser against the door.
Yeah.
I was just trying to break that door down, like to get through, and I was tired. So between takes, I would just lie down and just meditate a little bit. And
that speaks a lot, though. Just seeing you lay down with the knife, like in character, like fuck this, I'm laying down. It just tells you working hard, man. I know that I'm gonna say for a fact that age mask is probably your favorite mask, right?
Yeah,
for sure. I had to put that out there. But you guys, this is the last question. Sir James saying, how you feel about Hollywood dumbing down movies of today because his generation has low attention span. So he's saying, how do you feel about
to answer?
Very.
It feels. I don't know if I want to get into that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're dumbing it down. I think that the audience is different. The audience has the attention span is slower because of social media and people they want to scroll fast.
Yeah.
However, I think audience change depending on generation and the styles of films and the directors and the different scripts. Like there's so many aspects that make films that I don't know if Hollywood is to use his words like dummying it down.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think if the audience likes it, a good film is a good film is a good film.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. you know.
Definitely.
Why you rewatch films that were made in the 80s, then, because they were good films, and there are still very good films today, and very good actors, and very good directors, and screenwriters, and producers, and so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with Max 110%. You know, it's more of like social media. I wouldn't call it dumbing down. It's just different audiences. You know, I
Yeah,
agree with Max.
yeah.
Kim saying this was an awesome stream, Max. You were so cool to answer our questions, to be here tonight. We really appreciate you coming to talk to us and show support to this channel. We were so blessed. Definitely, man.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Super, super fun. Jason saying, thank you, Max, for visiting with us. It's been a true honor. You are awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed your performance in Scream 6. It's my favorite franchise. Brand, you're awesome as well. Definitely, I appreciate it. And yes, man, Max killed Ghostface, literally.
Pun intended.
Definitely. Kirsten saying you were so awesome in Scream 6. Thanks so much for doing this, Max. We really appreciate it. Definitely. Brooke saying, Max, thank you so much for coming on and sharing with us. You were awesome in Scream 6. Definitely, man.
Thank you so much.
Danielle saying, I know I made it for the last of it, but it was a really nice experience to do this with you, Max, and thanks. Definitely, man. Definitely. Jalissa also saying, thank you for coming, Max. And look, I want to say thanks, Max, man. This was seriously so fun, man.
Fun to chat. I love it.
Definitely. And you guys, to be honest, me and Max planned on an hour, but it was just so many questions, bro. And it was
nice, man.
Yeah.
Having fun.
Yes, time does flies. Especially like, you know, we got deep into the Scream talk. I learned a lot of new things with this film. Seriously, I guess I was just looking at it with a different layer of eyes or something, because from the scene you're talking about, you're holding up to the fucking skirt running. I will never forget that. Seriously, I will never forget that. You stabbing a drape, you know, with the Annika scene. Man, it's stuff like that that makes you appreciate the movies, you know, the behind the scenes and all the hard work and stuff like that. So
it was fun.
Definitely, I appreciate it. And Max, I know you got to head out of here, man. Before you go, you can, you know, do any plugs. You guys definitely follow him on Instagram though at Max. I don't want to say like underscore LAF.
Yeah, it's Max underscore there's two underscores.
Yes.
LAF. Yeah.
Definitely. You guys go over there, show Max some love and follow him, man. Super cool guy, man. You're amazing for doing this. I know you're very busy.
Blast, really. And if you know, if you want to see which convention I'll be at, or if you want to see like you want to follow my work, yeah, just follow my Instagram. And I'm not like, I got a Twitter account and I'm never really on it. We don't use Twitter in Canada somehow. We use it a little bit, but not a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't have, you know, Snapchat or, you know, stuff like that. I just have a little bit of Twitter and Facebook. So yeah, if you want to know, just follow that and you'll know.
Definitely, man. You guys heard him, man. Once again, Max, it was an honor, and definitely appreciate it. And for sure, man, keep up the great work and just keep on, you know, just grinding. Because I know you work hard. I can see on the Instagram you're consistently working out, just standing, you know, great condition for these stunts, these crazy ass stunts.
We're trying.
Jumping over couches and shit.
Yeah, in a skirt.
Yeah, in a skirt, man. You guys, only Max, but no, seriously, I appreciate it. And definitely, man, I had a lot of fun for sure.
It's been a pleasure, really. Thanks a lot.
For sure, man. Appreciate it, Max. I'm gonna let you go ahead and go, man. And appreciate it.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Max. See you, Max, man.
See ya.
See you.
Do I press the button?
Oh my god. Oh, he's Max.
I'm gonna press the button. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this time. I swear. It's like, no, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. All right. See you guys.
All right. See you, Max. Peace. Man, this was super fun, man. Seriously, guys, this was super fun. Hopefully everyone got their questions out. I tried my best. You guys answered some awesome questions for Max. Super fun, man. That's all I want to say. It was super fun. Sir James saying they are Carpenter. They are. Are you saying John Carpenter agrees? Appreciate the super chat, Sir James. You're the best. Definitely, man. Max was just, man, it was super fun hanging out with him. Seriously. Xander saying, thank you for hanging with us, Max. Man, it was fun. I'm glad you got a question through Xander. It was super fun. It was an honor to have Max on I Like Scary. Thank you. Definitely. Kirsten saying, thanks for doing this for us, Brandon. Definitely, Kirsten. I'm glad you guys got to ask Max some cool questions. That was Ghostface himself, you guys. That was crazy. We just had Ghostface on the freaking stream. That's wild. That is wild right there. It just keeps getting crazier, keeps getting crazier and crazier and crazier. For sure. Let me see. Kim saying awesome stream, B. Definitely, it was amazing, man. Max is cool. To know that Ghostface is that fucking cool. Wow. To know that, Ghostface was that fucking cool, that's crazy. That is crazy, man. He's amazing, man. It felt like I knew Max. It felt like I hung out with him before. Brooke, Russell, Kim, you guys are cracking up. We actually just had a blooper right there. Me and Max, man. That's funny as hell. I'm gonna push the button. Though you hang up. That's comedy. Yeah, Jalissa, he was so cool. Jalissa said you did amazing. Definitely, it was cool, man. That was awesome. Hell yeah, Brick. I'm glad you got to get some questions too. Russell said I tried my best on questions. You did good, Russell, man. You got some moments we were all laughing with Max. You can say, Russell, that you actually laughed with Ghostface when you were talking about that damn skirt or him jumping over the couch. Danielle said it was awesome for you to do this for us. I like skirt. Definitely, man. You guys want to know what's crazy? That's not the end of it. I have some other interviews in the works, but this Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Welcome to Haddonfield, you guys. On Welcome to Haddonfield, we have another guest. And man, hope you guys are ready. We have Joey Harris. We have Margot from Halloween Ends. Man, this is going to be good too, man. We've been doing so great with these, interviews and these streams, but this one right here is going to be great. Also, get your questions ready for Joey Harris, Margot. Also, watch some Halloween Ends Wednesday night to prepare for Thursday. It makes the experience so much better. I'm telling you. And I hope everyone in the chat knows this. You're not going to ever be able to look at Scream 6 the same after this. I guarantee you. You're not going to be able to look at Scream 6 the same, man. You're going to always say, like, bro, I got to talk to the Ghostface in Scream 6. Larry saying, thank you for putting this together for us, B. You did great. Definitely, man, Larry. I'm glad that you got to, come in and rock out with us. And anytime, Larry, seriously, I'm glad that you all could talk to Max and hang out tonight. And I think this right here is a dream come true for a lot of us, especially Scream fans. And I think that it's cool that he took the time out to hang out with us, man. Almost 2 hours. And like I said, me and Max talked behind the scenes. And we're going to rock out for like an hour, but he was, we just had kind of derailed, man. It was like fun, it was seriously fun. And one thing I want to say is that, like, I will never forget things like this, man. Like, just to know that I had a whole conversation with Ghostface and just talking to him about his experience. That shit is crazy. Xander saying, thank you to my horror fan for helping me through some tough times with getting bullied and stuff like that. And I'm sorry to hear that, Xander. Let me tell you something, man. I hate bullies. I fucking hate bullies. Seriously. I'm not gonna say a lot of things on the stream, but I really do hate bullies, and I'm sorry you're going through that. You have us, and push through that shit. Still be who you are, Xander. Look, take this lesson tonight and run with it. Be who you are. Forget what people think. Forget what people think, Xander. Seriously, you're hearing it from me. Your buddy. I like scary. Forget what people think. The streams are always here for you. We are always here for you. Halloween is here for you. Just push through. Be yourself. That's going to get you through life by being yourself. keeping your head high and getting through tough situations. Because I'm gonna tell you something, Xander. The moment you get through a tough situation, you're gonna become stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, and you're gonna be able to get through a lot of more tough situations to the point it doesn't even affect you, man. Seriously. And someone that's and I got to meet you once again. I got to meet you in person. You're such a cool kid. Seriously, man, Xander. You are amazing. And we all love you here, man. And I'm sorry to hear that. And if you ever, need to talk or anything, you got your I Like Scary family, you got me. Push through that shit and keep your head high, man. Like I said, remember this. Once you get through one situation with your head up, you're going to get through more situations with your head up. You're going to become stronger. You're going to push through. And remember, always remain, solid and be yourself. Be yourself and, be Xander. Keep your head up for Xander. If you don't do it for anyone, do it for yourself and you'll get through it, man. Serious. I'm sorry to hear that. And cover your ears, Xander, or whatever. But fuck bullies, man. They're no good. They're a waste. Seriously, they're a waste, man. We are here for you. Jason saying thank you, Brandon, for having Max on our channel. So awesome. Thanks to all the moderators as well. Awesome stream. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, and have a wonderful Wednesday. Definitely, Jason. It was so fucking fun. It was so fucking fun. Sir James said the real directors agree about dumbing down in today's movie. Max knows what I was talking about, but has an intent to answer. So what you mean by dumbing it down, Sir James? Give me an example. Appreciate the super chat. What you mean by that? What you mean by that? Let me see. Yeah, you guys. It's going to be a fun one. Can't wait for Mark on Thursday. Yes, Julie Harris. Some more Halloween talk. Kim said, Brandon, when you first started your channel, did you ever imagine everything that has happened in the last 6 months would have happened? So awesome. Look, let me tell you something. And this is just me talking. No. I'm gonna just keep it all the way true with you, Kim. No, I did not. I thought my channel would sink, it would fail, it will never reach, it wouldn't branch out, it wouldn't do none of the things it's done in the past few years. Seriously, this is just a dream come true at this point. Like, I mean it, like, with everything in me. And my channel my channel is what keeps a little light in me, along with my family, my son, the wife, and everything like that. But my channel plays a huge part in my life, bro. Like, I really do. I vent to my channel. It's therapy for me. It's therapeutic. Why pay for someone to sit in front of me when you guys hear me? You know what I'm saying? It's like my channel is therapy. It's medicine. Like, I really, it's my heart. My channel is my heart, bro. Like, it's my life. And no, I would have never thought this. I would have never thought. And you know what's crazy, you guys? And I've never, ever told you all this. I was going to the Halloween 2018 locations, and this is a real story. It's real. This happened. I was going to the Halloween 2018 locations, and this is when I was doing Fright Night Fridays, guys. If you've been rocking with the channel, this was before Scary at Night, Horror and Chill. Welcome to Haddonfield. Welcome to Hawkins. This was Fright Night Fridays. This is when I was facing the other way doing my live streams on a fucking loppy ass desk, just unbalanced, in my camera shaking. It was terrible. You could go back and watch them. I left them up, but it was just like, I told my supporters, I remember we had hit like 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers, probably like 1,000, 1,500 or something. I said, we're going to the 2018 locations. I said, we're going. Life is too short. I want to see how this is, how they filmed. It's my first filming location, and I'm going to fucking do it. I don't care. I'm going to do it. I saw other people doing it. I'm diehard Michael Myers fan. I deserve this. I'm diehard, bro. I love Michael Myers. I love Halloween since I was a fucking kid. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do it. I don't care if I have to risk it all and just take that trip. And the wife understood, and I told her my plans, and she was down. She's like, "That's cool. Let's go." And that's why that video means so much to me. That 2018 video is probably one of the most close to the heart, videos I have on a channel, because it's so much behind it that I didn't speak about. I just was having my about to have my son. Monica was pregnant in that video. She was very much pregnant, helping me out. And we drove 10 hours away with a pregnant wife. And this guy came with us because I was just that diehard of a fan. Um, it's hot as fuck down south. And I took this guy apart and we drove 10 hours away. And I had a camera and a brain. That's it. I had a fucking camera and a brain. And my guy Juice was in the car. And I remember he was actually on the wheel. And this is true. He was on the wheel. And I was looking through my videos in the back seat on my YouTube. I didn't have as much content as I had now. It was more like unboxing and stuff like that. And I said, man, fuck this. I'm going to take this serious. I'm going to tighten up. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to push through because the goal is not there yet. I want to create a family. I want to build something for people to be able to come here, be comfortable, hang out, make friends, talk horror, because there's not too many places where you can go hang out and everyone understands you. Everyone is you. Everyone is a mirroring presence of you. I am Kirsten. I am, Russell. I am Sounded. I am Adam. I'm all you. I'm Xander. I am you guys. I am literally you. It's nothing different. Only thing is that I'm a content creator. That's the only thing. You guys can be content creators. That's the thing. I am you. I'm no different. I use the restroom. I have to eat dinner. I have doctor's appointments. I'm human, and I just wanted this to be a place where, it can be something, if that makes sense. A family, main word, keyword, family. I just wanted to build something. A scary family. I like scary. I want to, have everyone come together, feel comfortable, and have people have this be a place for people to. It could be a runaway for people, And I've never would have thought that, Kim. To touch on what sorry it was so long, but that's just me being honest. I never would have thought half of the shit would happen, and it's things like tonight having Max on that shows me that stuff is really, really, really possible if you have passion behind it and your heart is behind it, And seriously, I appreciate all you guys, man. You guys are amazing. Danielle saying, hope to make one as long as the work doesn't get in my way. Definitely, we would love to see you there. Young Ghost said, you're doing so good, man. I'm proud of you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Larry says, Xander, you're awesome, buddy. Glad you're here. Yes, we love Xander, man. We love Xander. He's amazing. He's amazing, and we appreciate you. Jalissa said, I can forever say I asked Ghostface what's his favorite scary movie, although I'm sure he gets that all the time. LOL. He said, Dawn and Dead, I'll remember that. I got to watch it now. Definitely. This stuff like that, you'll always remember. You'll always remember, Jalissa, and I'm glad that you got to do that. Seriously. Kirsten said, we hate bullies too. Yes. Bullies don't get anywhere, guys. Bullies get nowhere in life. They you want to know something, Xander? Bullies actually hate themselves, man. They're very insecure, about themselves. Adam saying, you're the man, Xander. We love you at I Like Scary. Definitely. You're the man, Adam, bro. We love you. You'll get through it for sure. I love what Kim said. You have something they want, Xander. Don't let them define you. God defines you for sure. You are okay, Xander. Yes. I agree with Russell. We are families that don't let bullies mess with you. You be kind to them, and that's the weakness. Yeah, just push through and keep your head up. Jason saying, much love to you, and I was bullied a lot when I was growing up. I know how you feel. It gets better. You are awesome. Yes, for sure. Adam saying, this channel is a slice of horror heaven. I'm forever grateful. Hell yeah, Adam. Love you guys, man. Horror heaven. I like that. Slice of horror heaven. Hassan, what's up, Hassan? Saying, sup, horror family, love this channel. What's up, Hassan? You love Hassan too, man. Appreciate you supporting, man. As long as you've done, we appreciate you, Hassan. Kirsten, I totally remember the early celebrations. You've come so far. Definitely, Kirsten. You've come so far. And we're here now. We're here. We've grown. We've become a family. It's no turning back. Xander saying, thank you guys. I love horror filmmaking. It's my passion. And having people you care about saying you won't make it or need a realistic plan hurts. You keep pushing and you make them eat their words. You know, you make them regret saying what they said. You keep pushing, man. You keep pushing. Larry said, Cal, I got your back. There is a piece of garage door in the shrine. Really? What? Tell me more about it, Larry. What the hell? Kelly says, Xander, you got me and mom mode want to kick some bullies' ass. I hate that stuff. We're here for you. Definitely, Kaylee. And Kaylee is a mom for sure. You said you heard what she said. She's in mom mode. You push through, Xander, man. We're here for you. No worries. You got family back here. I like scary. Just even if this channel can be a little light in your situation, man, just know we got you, man, for sure. Jason said, when they all enter the shrine for the first time, the wide shot, it's in the upper right hand corner of the screen, not down at Max at all. He even said he didn't notice it, maybe. Yeah, I remember. I think now that you say that, I think that Sounded actually showed me a picture months ago. Damn, I just thought about that. And Sounded, yeah, Sounded, and you put that arrow right there. I forgot about that. Yeah, damn. Maybe Max just didn't see it. But you guys, once again, Thursday, we will have, oh shit. Well, hope you guys enjoy having Max on, man. It was so fun. Ghostface himself, such a fun stream. But this Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you all, Joey Harris, once again, Margot, you don't want to miss it. But I appreciate you guys so much. Appreciate you all so much. Jalissa said, thank you for creating this community, Brandon. I swear I feel so lost and alone without everyone here. You all are so amazing. You all are amazing people. And always remember that. Definitely, Jalissa. I'm so happy that we have you as a part of this I Like Scary family. Scary family forever, guys. Remember that. Scary family forever. That's my last message for tonight. Remember that. Scary fam forever. We're gonna be all right, guys. We're pushing through, we're growing. I love you guys so much. I couldn't have done this without you all. We've done it together. We built something amazing, and let's keep growing. We got a hell of a year ahead of us. 2023 is going to be fucking amazing, from the reveals to the videos, filming locations, interviews, unboxings, and more. Conventions is going to be crazy. Halloween Horror Nights, all of that. And you guys are coming with me. I love you guys so much. Well, unfortunately, this is the end of the stream. This is the end of the stream. I love you guys. I want you all to watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. I love you all. Peace. Until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this interview. I love you guys so much. Watch some horror movies, man. Tonight's a great movie. It's a great night to watch some horror movies. I love you guys. Seriously, man. So fucking much. So fucking much. And enjoy the rest of your night, guys. I will see you all Thursday. Peace, guys.
As a matter of fact,